which one. Let me just go here. Oh, he just switch over here. Notification. Name down. Leave that up. Okay, we should be live, I think. Here's the tile set for trees.
I can only edit. Also, question.
Yeah.
If I mean, obviously, I would have to edit. But can I copy them and put?
What you could do is you just make different ones over here, and then you just swap them back and forth. The way the editor works is it's going to take the position of the trees in the tile set. So whatever you put in that square is what's going to show up on the or in the game.
If
you can either start over here.
Can
you put as many trees as you want to. You want to reduce down to just the 2 more if you want. Goodness. I'm tired. That one was off, but it doesn't matter. Be his brush. That's what you're trying to do.
Nope. I don't know what I did.
Remember, one of them had like an extra dot to kind of give it some foliage, like, and you off-kiltered one of them so that it kind of staggered. Because they're very grid looking right now. He also did something really cool where he made them look like pine trees. They look now. That was a nice effect. I enjoyed that.
I don't know what I did.
I think you layered it, so you had like the right on top, and then you had like a layer of dark, and then like a layer of light. You did it in a really cool way. You hate working within the 8x8 bounds?
No, I mean, I think it's not bad right now because it limits me. Like I can't go too far with it. I can't.
It helps me. It helps me so much.
And then learning tinier is hard. So being forced to like start that way, I think.
I don't know if it's the tinier is harder, but I think the smaller you go, the more each individual pixel really matters. So knowing where to put those pixels is like huge.
Remember.
You go bigger, you can kind of get away with some.
Yeah, you can. Interesting.
To watch. Are you using your head? Because in my brain, I'm very potato brain when it comes to
well, what I learned
artistic flow.
I learned in start with just the general shape of what like
That's what
boxing yourself.
that's what that that's what what's his Adam C. Eunice does. Like he does like a
I
blob,
watched.
and then he
Yeah.
just refines it down just a little bit. He just little refinement.
Yeah.
My brain just I can't. My brain doesn't work that way. Like I want to draw a tree. Okay, what is this tree shape like? Let's draw that shape. It feels very like hard,
Yeah.
like, physically not hard to do, but it feels the flow. Just the flow is always wrong.
It takes work. Like you're
It's a skill.
training your brain to think. I don't.
I think you had it right with this. I remember like there's one pixel that kind of
Yeah.
jagged off like that. Sounds like jack off.
It was hanging out by itself.
You had a
by
pixel that was
its
off doing its own
inappropriate for the
thing.
internet. That was horrible. Wait, why don't you just like you can't change the default background? You just literally have paint over where you erase.
What do you mean? Well, that's just how I have it set up. You can delete the background. When I first drew the tile set, I kind of assumed that everything would have that same colored background, so I just kept that background. Obviously, that was a mistake because I have different colored backgrounds now. But yeah, if you want to remove that, you can.
Hmm. So let's say we want.
See the new sticker, yeah.
Sticker? One of those stickers.
I went to Natural Grocers. We got. You have a big dinosaur one.
Well, I printed that at work. I buy stickers for you and for her. I want stickers so bad, but I can get stickers.
I'll get you a sticker. I think you're on the right path. No, the constraints is really helpful for me. Sucks every once in a time, even though it kind of sucks every once. Forcing myself into this range makes me feel better about physical abilities because you can only do so much to make a tree look good with that amount of pixels. There's only so many ways you can draw a flower, right?
Hopefully.
And they're all going to be the same. Oh, that looks about right. That looked a lot. I remember that looks really. Again, I definitely remember like that little off branch that's off to the side there was definitely.
I'm gonna buy. Doing it by.
There you go.
Off man, and I want to.
Bigfoot, Mothman, Sasquatch.
Want the freaky.
Iron Head. But that's the Gen Z creepypasta.
Mm.
I never found Siren Head to be spooky. Like finding like the modern technology. Ancient cryptids just was weird.
Neat.
The bush.
Beautiful.
Artistic process. I did not get it at all. Let me tell you. I draw like 5-year-old.
I still like this one because it feels more thick.
You like
And
that one I did.
I like the space here, like the deep dark shadow where the tree ends. Oh, I think I'm.
I tell you the reason I did the space.
Bye.
I'm bi? What?
Oh, I said.
Oh, I thought you said.
Accent, so I said bye. Bye, babe.
So I was looking at before I started this project. I was looking at a bunch of like inspiration photos for it. And this looking at like really old retro games.
Mm.
And a lot of them did. I don't know if it was like how the CRTs worked, or whatever, or it's just how the art style was back in the day. A lot of them had like these spaces between everything. That's why the house looks the way it does. Like the house is like split apart into tiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single tile has a space, just like that. So instead of all being connected into like one big thing, it's like everything is spaced apart.
I don't remember why I got excited. There's not enough pixels here. Anything. But at least I can keep them up.
I got going on.
Displeased.
Ooh.
Looks like a little bunny rabbit.
Yeah, I love that too. Sagging vine.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Any thoughts?
I like this last one so a lot. I think most of them actually.
Oh,
Not being the bottom
no,
left yet.
Mm. face. Just don't like any of them. Understand?
What don't you like about
I think they're too complicated. They treated me.
puzzle piece? These two are on the right track.
A big triangle tree.
Well, it's just something about these. Like these are those pixels. Like these are the key pixels I was talking about earlier. Those are the pixels that crucial to the. There you go, like that. Yeah. See
Do you
that?
feel like having whole trunk is good, or do you like the chunky, like a longer girl with a gap in?
I like the gap. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, obviously, because trees don't.
It kind of shortens it, which I think bugs me.
Try it with that.
Like, I wouldn't mind it so much if fans. I tried to copy it. Tried to paste.
Where'd the toolbar go? All this stuff on my.
This program is ridiculous.
Will not.
Why won't it give it to me? You select, Control C. Tried Control V right here, but it doesn't.
It doesn't do what you want.
A slight problem with this tree stack, which I guess might be kind of interesting.
A lot of games do that where it is like.
Looks like a wall.
Yeah, it's like a grid, right? And they're all like on top of each other. I'm interested in trying it. Although when you did the thing last time where everything was slightly off kilter and there was one pixel like kind of dotted through.
The grass.
I thought that was also nice. So.
I did enjoy the grass. Now you have this. Kind of fun.
Cool.
They could also just.
How many Pepsi exists in this world? Only Coca-Cola.
Not Dr. Shasta, are you sure?
Dr. Shasta.
Mm.
Is anybody? Put a wall on like. Favorite drink is a Dr. Shasta.
There's somebody that is a massive fan of.
Dr. Pepper, yes, but Dr. Shasta.
But you did. They are the kind. Because they. This is a steal, and you're like, Deborah, you would have made more money volunteering or whatever.
I was those people. I was always, as a kid, I'm always looking at the couch cushions for that $1.29 so I could go get me a, whatever.
I would definitely. Looks cheap. It's a cheap tree. Now it's a fort.
A Lego. It looks like a Lego.
My Lego tree.
I mean, it's style.
It's just so brutalist.
Yeah.
You know?
The trees in Russia look.
One concept that might be, oh, I don't, is that you have a pretty intense mix. Like I'm over here.
The screenshots.
Or whatever these
those are
things
videos. Sure.
Has your phone address.
Okay.
No, these are like two-toned and it creates like a, you have multiple colors in there, so it all blends, you know, it's textured.
Not like
So
you can pull up the game if you want.
Okay, I'll show you here. So pathway is just the two color, right? It's only one color of an item and background. Your flowers do have a few more points of interest, but like
they stand out just a bit more than the
yes, and you only use them, you know,
sparingly.
Yeah, for contrast. So I'm wondering if we took more of like this approach with the dark color with you.
Well, that's why they're the way they are, is because they are so simple, and they are that because you know
I mean,
they're
more
not
simple.
They're not meant to be a.
I know. I'm saying what if we tried something.
How would you more simple?
So that you don't have.
Oh, so you're saying no shade at all? Well, let's just try what you have now, because there's very little shading there, right? It's just you have the branch, or you have the trunk, the different. And these ones have like very. I mean, these ones are a little more intense, but let's just let's say that. Control S. Pull up Godot. Actually, I gotta pull it.
You tell me. That's me.
Here. File structure. Horrible, right? This file structure. I have like all my pixel art in a separate folder, so I have to navigate to that separate folder, drag it into the Godot folder. It's just all I do is I just drag this over here into this. That. Replace it. Now you should have full access to that. So if you want to redesign Mist with a little bit file map layer. Oh no. Oh no, it broke. There we go. I have the trees on the first layer right now. Now you can just
from that alone, that difference, how do you feel about it? It feels so different.
I think I notice them more now though, because they're that brighter color, right? But these trees, they're a little more in the background like they should be, because the majority of the color is closer to the background. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I can't change this.
You can't change what? Yeah, you can't really do it. I mean, there's probably ways, but I mean, it's not bad. Like, I think having.
I don't like.
I feel like it stands out too much now. Like I notice the trees more now. Whereas like that, I feel like they are treated more as background objects. Yeah,
I do.
Goofy rain effect.
I do like the rain.
It's done very hacky, but it's done.
I don't know. I don't.
It might help to just focus on a certain section. Not getting overwhelmed, because this is like a really chaotic area right here. But if we were to like just kind of focus like right here.
Okay, so another thing that I don't like, I know you like the jaggy little branch. But I don't like it because it is too detailed compared to barn.
Yeah.
Right, in the tower. Like the bricks, the pathway is so minimal. The trees do need to have less.
You think?
Kind of less detail, but not in the way. I think. Vape.
So should we try? What we could
sense.
try? Be a quick. We'll just mass change here already. Get
Or
rid of
change the trunk.
same thing like that.
Yeah.
So you think there's one single color? Yeah. Save that. I don't know. What's wandering away?
Ah, babe, it's so dark and depressing now. Well, you know what I would this did you keep your original trees?
Oh, you just go to the activity spread and you can control see it.
This one? Okay, so I like these. I don't want to lose them. But I How are you?
Good.
The chat.
Why?
Streaming.
I'm talking to everybody. No one's watching right now. Don't matter.
Okay, so I save it. Well, it's practice. Your practice. No, it's not about. What do? I drag it?
Did you save it? Yeah, so just drag it onto and just drag it on top of it. It'll master place it.
You're making a chit chat.
You
Dang
used
it,
to
I didn't
chit-chatting.
do.
You could have like the dark trees like this, like in the background, and then you have like some of the highlighted shadow ones closer to the
That's what.
like the points of interest and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Makes sense.
Okay, save it. And drag and drop. And then what if? Ah.
Another treat. Ooh. See, that's I kind of like that. I don't want to treat it like a border though. That you kind of just have them scattered around, you know.
I think if they outline all of it, and then you have
Like
like
kind of mixed in.
one,
Like the light's kind of piercing through certain areas.
like that might break it up there, depending on what level you're playing at, right? Like if you put too many colored ones out here and there's like some empty space around it or something, people might think like, oh, I can get there when they can't. Oh,
Let's do a map design now.
so then when you're like running up, I see. I don't feel like you're laughing because you think it's cute. I feel like you're laughing because you think I'm a dingle.
Not because it was cute. I like that.
Better use that in the game then. That's the walking.
I found an app. Get your opinion on something. What the?
Is it upside down?
Press Shift H, maybe?
Sorry.
Push that
Thank
button
you.
and cough. Why is it upside down? What did you do?
I don't know. I mean, that would be a good way to. I don't know what I did.
Let me see that.
Click. It's fixed.
Magic.
would also be a good way to create some vibes, though.
Upside down trees.
Yeah, and they're like, wait a minute. Yeah, if you. But then, like, line. And then for folks that are looking for secrets or whatever, if they see something like this.
I was thinking about using the firefly mechanic, like you getting fast like that.
Oh, that would be
Mhm.
really. That
Yeah.
would be cool. I
That was-
like
that was
that
the-
way
that was
better
an idea
than
of
the
mine.
push. Yeah, I think you should.
Because
Anyway.
I don't think the repel idea is really going to work out the way I want it to, especially with the sort of mechanic doing how it's going to work. If you use the light to kind of balloon hidden pathways, or to just kind of as well as to get around the area.
I don't remember what I did before, but just I'll keep.
You like the original trees? You think the original trees?
They fit better than my attempt because that's laughable.
It's definitely giving it more variety, but also not making this a core focus. I kind of like this area right here. It looks a lot. It looks wild, you know.
Yes.
Which is nice.
A few more things.
We need
there
We need
too.
to darken up these. We need to get some darker branches as well. There's some of the dead ones. We have my tile organization is horrible. I just I draw them as I see them.
do this. Or do you want?
If you want the majority of them to be dark, just do that one so it replaces it, and then do a brighter one somewhere else. Add in the highlights.
Your specialty. I don't like wings.
I drew that, or I drew that actually. The log.
I like that.
I know
It's long.
she's really good.
Why are you asking me for
She
help?
she drew these two as well. I don't use those yet because they're too bright, but
Oh, well, if you grade this one out, though, it'd be really cool.
yeah. Well, that's the idea. I think it's supposed to be a tombstone. I drew the other one, and she's like, "I want to try one."
Why, when I clicky, it go away? I paint. It
Press
no
B.
paint.
Now do it. Oh, it's because it's press escape. Press escape. It's because you have the other one highlighted still. Now do it.
Oh.
There's got to be a script I can write so that I can just click save. As soon as I save the tile, so that it makes the changes. There's got to be a way to do that. I'll have to look into it. I can drop things in. Then you get then you go to your you click on, I think it's tile map. Oh yeah, and then you click on the bright one, and you can kind of replace some of the brighter ones.
Can I make an.
Sure. You do it.
And don't draw attention to it. I only want to add it in. Just as a.
So that's some really fun ideas. So I'm gonna have like the core game, right, where it's a simple story. I want to do this. Have you seen like those I was watching like little creepypastas that I love, where they like if you walk up to this random tree, and it's like 10 years later from this weird game I found, you walk up to this random tree and you press this code or whatever, it unlocks this secret, universe or whatever. I want to do something similar to that, not to that scale, obviously, but like where you
just rickroll.
There's just like something weird like that, not rickroll, but like you go up to this random tree and you do this certain thing. It takes you to this path, and maybe that's where you put the Baba Yaga house, right? And it serves no purpose to the core mechanic of the game, but it's like this cool little like, oh, cool. All right.
I think you.
I wanted to hide up with just
You
stuff
should
like that.
hide a teaser to your.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be fun. You enjoy Baba Yaga house?
No, I don't. Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Sasquatch?
Oh, wait, no, please let me do. All right, can I use either of these? Is there a special thing that?
The one down there, sir, is not being used to modify him. It's not being used. Hopefully, it's oh, he looks evil now. Oh, he's like a ghosty. Okay, he's better than the other enemy sprite.
Not using.
Oh, he's gonna
that.
he's gonna blend into the environment.
Watch. Because it's like a big dude, but you can't really see. But then while you're playing, is this thing running live?
Yeah, it makes changes live though.
Yeah, please give me. Like if you stuck him like up here or something, right at the very edge, and people are like, "What is that?" Like that's my contribution.
I love stuff like that. No, for sure.
Okay, well I'm leaving him there for now.
These mushrooms. Here's way too much.
Maybe if you make it more of a gold yellow.
Can't.
Why?
I have to adhere to the color palette I've designated.
Well, I know, but
I cannot make changes.
You make all of the yellow gold yellow.
Maybe. Change the color of the coin.
It would still be gold and appropriate.
There's a bunch of little collisions. I'm still having like bridge collision issues where I run up to the bridge and I get stuck sometimes like that. It's like, annoying. Gotta trim the collision as much as I can. I think I have this collision issue right now where I can't even walk up to the lotus flower up here. Because the collision, because the fire collision doesn't allow me to pass through. I still like that my flames are all in sync. It doesn't feel natural, obviously, but there's just something about it.
It feels retro.
Feels retro. Also, I don't know if you noticed, you probably don't because it's such a small change, but also proud of it. But my character has friction now.
Good.
So you notice when you let go, there's just like a tiny little, like he'll slide just a bit. There's also a slight acceleration on him. So instead of like instantly being up to like max speed, he the values right now are really small, so I don't really notice it too much. But I think with how slow my character moves as it is. What? I can't spam it anymore.
Sword has got to be like a 12-footer. Like, that's massive.
I'm torn, so I can make it smaller. That's not an issue. I'm torn.
Yeah.
Na.
It's not fun.
Give me a minute. Yeah, the sword's definitely too big. I'll that later. By what? No, I agree with you because I was thinking about that earlier today. Because if the enemies are going to attack too, and they have a little sword animation that shows up, like that's gonna it's gonna like horribly. I know. I agree with you. Do you okay? Give me your opinion. I have a couple.
I think you should do.
You think I should be able to attack at an angle, at a diagonal too? That was one of my questions because right now it's just 4 directions. think I might be able to figure out how to do that. That shouldn't be an
Even
issue.
if you like hit them best head on.
Another question I have is,
West.
I can do that later. Another question I have related to the sword swing is right now, obviously, all that's happening right now is just the sword appears and then disappears, right? That's all that happens. Do you think I should have like an animation, like an arc animation, where he like, shing, and like swings a sword?
I think
Because part of me likes the retro, just like
ping.
ping. I kind of like that. It's interesting. It feels retro to me, right? It's kind of cool, but it
I
also
think it
seems nice
should-
to have like a nice little or like a stabbing animation, like a ching, right?
I think if you did a slight animation, same friction, it's out when you whip it out, and it's a little when you pull it back, right forward and
Just like a
backward.
small like.
Yeah, a little slider animation almost would be fun.
You think that'd be nice?
Yeah, I don't know if you'll have any power attacks, but if you do a bonk, would be really exclamation or like bonk.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, like
kinda
the
funny.
like dazed or something. He shows up and you bam, 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 and he disappears, right? But what I want to happen is you want to hit him. I want to get knocked back a bit. Probably have him flash a color to indicate that he got hit. A sound probably. It's gotta be a chunky sound too. It's gotta be like a nice oomphy sound. It's always important for these kinds of games. You want that. You want to feel like you hit him good, right? It's gonna hit.
How to make it?
Sure.
I was gonna. Working.
Grunting.
Hmm.
I kind of like the way these trees look in the light on them. Like, what dark is it? Oh wait, wait. Where's your
SS Squatch.
Yeah, I want to see how he looks. Kind of hidden in the trees.
Do
Should I animate him so he's like bouncing up and down? That's it, or just leave him static?
both.
Yes. Put him like what, like right here maybe.
Would you... Honestly, it would be fun for like a nice little like feeling wherever you're walking up at night, and like maybe like they blink, right? Like,
Yeah, just like small little hidden.
Especially
like,
while the
did something move?
Oh shit! Oh wait, it's a tree. And he's on the other side.
They're running around. I see him now.
You gotta go up easy.
But if I were to do that, He's still not close enough.
Up easy.
I thought I placed him like right around. There's one right there. That's kind of nice. He's just there.
Make them bounce. Like don't make them move, but just like but slow it. Wait, don't do it near.
That's gonna take a bit of effort because I have to create a script for that, or I have to create a.
Can you just double the length?
Well, I have to create
frames?
I have to create a whole scene to get. I guess I could.
You're only making like a whole video game, but that's way.
Fine. All right, so we'll do we're gonna call this. What's the remember? It kind of reminds me of the Mario Easter egg there. Everyone always talks about the Hell Valley.
Sky Valley
Hell, like the Hell Valley Sky Trees, I think. Hell Valley Tree Gnomes. Tree Squatch. The Hell Valley Tree Squatch.
Like Summer Squatch, a bit more hipster.
Animated sprites. I'm gonna have to go into.
Oh my god, it's gonna be hard.
It is hard.
I'm only doing my favorite thing in the whole world.
Then I have to do Where did my toolbar go? What'd you do?
I don't know. Push F. Oh, is it not full screen?
It's not the full screen issue.
I don't know where your
My
toolbars went.
toolbar's like gone now.
Oh, there's a special key combo thing you have to do. Hold on, I'll remember it. This happened when I opened it on my laptop. 1 second.
Please.
I'm not in the headspace.
Toolbar.
Do hide toolbar. Hide toolbar shortcut.
I can't go to edit because there's no edit.
That's why I said hide toolbar shortcut. Hide toolbar. Control Shift T.
Gonna work.
Well, you broke it. I don't know.
I broke
You
it.
broke it. Ruined everything. Now you'll never make video games again.